Hi there, I'm Natasha. This is Always Be Crafting, and it's Saturday, and I get to do On Saturdays I Sew. How long has it been since I did a true to goodness On Saturdays I Sew? It is December 7th, and it's been a long time. All of November, I was sewing every day, almost every day, so I probably could have done it's Monday I sew. It's Tuesday I sew. November was just, it's every day I sew, because November was all about the craft fairs, right? The holiday markets. If you watched any of my daily makes, you would have seen that almost every day, one of my makes involved sewing. Almost every day, the makes involved sewing. There were some Cricut makes. There was some painting involved. I don't know if I painted on camera though. Did I paint on camera? I did painting, but I don't know that I painted on camera. Anyways, hi. So right before this, you should have just seen footage of me making the wallets. I'm going to reach behind you because, of course, I've left them just barely out of reach behind the camera. There are 8 wallets that got completed this morning or today. It is now what time is it? 3 in the afternoon. I started this morning. I took a break, came back, have to run to the pharmacy. So just wanted to finish this up. I'm delivering these tomorrow. Would you like to see them? The request from the purchase, let's start again. The person who is purchasing these wallets, there we go, requested a variety of clear vinyls. That's it. Just a variety of clear vinyls. So I made a couple that didn't come together quite right. I played with my materials and I finally settled on a way to make them that was easy and I guess almost foolproof. Yeah, because they really, once I got my system down, they went through. And there were no more mistakes, right? So, let's see. Here's number 1. Isn't that so pretty? So the exterior is a printed clear vinyl. I think they're all TPUs. I could be wrong, but I believe they're all TPU vinyls. I used my cam snaps on the outside. Inside, this additional triangle here at the top is the 18 gauge by Annie clear vinyl, and that is used on the triangle and the 2 pockets. So here's a pocket and here's a pocket, okay? Inside the wallet, you have 2 clear pockets. That was the 18 gauge, but the additional inside rectangle here to support this snap and these side flaps here are the 10 gauge from So Hungry Hippie. They're tiny. Well, obviously 10 gauge is thinner than 18 gauge. And I felt like that was enough. I didn't need, that was exactly the right amount of support. A little bit more flexible for turning inside out here on the edges. The 10 gauge felt like a better weight on the edges, while the 18 gauge felt like a more supportive for putting your hands in and really digging around and putting your cards or your money into the wallet itself. When I had done everything inside as 10 gauge, as that I thought was going to be my original plan, and I had done, here's one, where the insides are all 10 gauge, it's harder to reach in. You feel like you're going to rip something. And clear vinyl is naturally sticky. It naturally wants to stick to itself. So I used that to my advantage when I was sewing, as I was laying my pieces out. But once you're using the wallet, I'm sad that I don't get to use the music one. I thought about tearing it apart and starting again for a couple reasons. The tag's in the wrong place. I don't know why I put it up so high. I don't know what I was thinking. That's in the wrong place, but also it's just the 10 gauge on this triangle flap seemed to bubble more. Can you see the bubbling? I don't know why it was bubbling here. I don't have that same, I think 10 gauge is enough to support the addition for the snap, but for whatever reason, it was bubbling in the triangle shape, maybe because it bends over. So that's why on the finished ones, I used 18 gauge up here, but I still only used the 10 gauge down on the lower part to support the snap. Okay, so this was a trial, and it just, when you feel it, you feel like you're gonna rip it when you reach in for the cards, and that's frustrating, that's disappointing. There was another one that was also done in the 10 gauge here. And again, I was disappointed because I'm like, I really love the little mushrooms, but it just feels too floppy. It just doesn't feel secure enough. Like as you're holding it, you feel like, oh, I'm going to rip this. It feels not junky. Junky's the wrong word because there's nothing junky about any of these products. All of these products are awesome, but there's something about the combination of them. It's not up to the standard they need to be. So you need to use the right material in the right application. The 10 gauge is perfect on these corner things because it has just enough flexibility, but it's just not quite sturdy enough to be pockets. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Anyways, so I was sad because here was a cute mushroom and a cute music note that aren't getting used. But anyways, so I have these beautiful flowers. Done, 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 done. And here's some cute stars. Aren't this pretty? And you'll notice some of my snaps are different. So here's like a pink flower snap. I had a lot of fun with picking out my snaps. Star engraved snap for that one. I used the star engraved snap again because I was having a really hard time color matching the variegated hearts on this one. So nice. I also had a little trick matching the right pink, but I think I nailed it. And the flower shape was the right pink with those sweet hearts. I think that this was a So Hungry Hippie printed vinyl. They kind of remind us of the Barbie hearts, right? Oh, so good. So good. Yes, this one was So Hungry Hippie. This, I believe, was Zipper Valley. This, I believe, was Wonderground Fabrics. And this, I don't remember if it was Zipper Valley or Wonderground Fabrics. Basically, those are the three places I get clear printed vinyl. Zipper Valley, Wonderground Fabrics, and So Hungry Hippie. They all do amazing jobs. All of them. Every vinyl. I know this one was So Hungry Hippie. I'm pretty sure this one was Wonderground Fabrics. This one, I think was Zipper Valley. But also, So Hungry Hippie has another quilt pattern. I just think it's a bigger one. If I remember correctly, it's a bigger quilt pattern. But how cute! And I thought that was the perfect pink snap for that one. This one, I made it, and I was like, oh my God, I want to keep it. Oh, and the person purchasing them also requested to have a little keychain on each of them. And when I had made them originally, because she had seen, the reason she wanted these is she had bought one, or she'd been gifted one, I believe, a year or two ago. And this is the kind of keychain I had done then. So I wanted to do the same kind because that's what she had experience with. This one was tricky to color match. Okay, do you see all these different strawberries? Okay, I did not have the right pink. So instead I went with the kind of gold that's in the seeds on this one. This I'm 99% sure it's a Zipper Valley clear vinyl, printed vinyl. But I think I did good. I think that was the way to go. If you can't find the right one, I did not have the right green from the stems, and I did not have the right pink from the berries. So I went with the gold from the seeds. I'm happy. Kitties. I loved that I had a paw print. And last but not least, these mushrooms. These directional vinyls are always so tricky because one side's always going to be upside down. But I think it's okay because the side with the snap is right side up. But when you're making it upside down. So it's really tricky. And actually, the first time I cut out the kitties, I cut them out the wrong way. See? So here's the kitties. The first time I cut them out, because I actually cut them out with a triangle at first. But if these kitties were to get made, look, they'd be upside down. So then that's after I cut this one out. Then I started cutting the rest out just as large rectangles. I was like, enough of that. I'm just going to cut everything as a large rectangle, and I will trim it after I put on my my triangle piece on top, which is out of, can you even see that? Clear vinyl, the 18 gauge clear vinyl triangle piece on top. Not truly a triangle because it's got sides, but you know what I mean. So those are the 8 wallets that I will be delivering tomorrow. Those are what I finished sewing up today. And because I had started them like 2 weeks ago, but then I had made some mistakes, as evidenced by cutting things upside down, not really happy with the vinyl. You know, I was kind of like, I had to get out of my head. I had to walk away from them and do other things for the craft holiday markets, which were wonderful. I had my last market Thursday night, today Saturday. 2 nights ago was the last market, and it was very successful. Sort of the opposite of last Saturday's market. If you watched my video last Saturday, which was the last Daily Makes November, which was the 30th, November 30th, we had a holiday market where not many people attended. It was not well attended. I still had a lovely time because I got to talk to nice people, and I got to, you know, sit and I sewed because I brought my hand sewing with me. So I actually did a lot of sewing. On Saturdays I sew, which was hilarious. But it wasn't like lucrative. You know, I would not have been able to pay for my table that day. Had I not made money the previous weekend, I would have been in the red, and I would have been probably much more upset. That being said, this last Thursday, tons of people came through. It was much better advertised. A lot of people attended. A lot of people were ready to shop. I don't know if it was just closer to Christmas, closer to Hanukkah. People are like, yes, we're ready. Let's get it done. Let's shop. I think it seemed like all the other vendors seemed happy too. So it wasn't just myself and my friend Jessica who had good luck. It seemed like everyone was shopping. So it was nice. It was really nice. It was nice to see my items go to people that wanted them. And yeah, it was like, it just felt really good. It felt really good. And I had really great conversations with customers as well. And that's always a really good feeling. So yeah, now I have to finish unpacking, and I have to get things up in my Etsy shop because now the holiday markets for me are done for the season. But I still have some really great bags that, you know, are great bags. And just because the right person wasn't at these holiday markets doesn't mean the right person isn't out there and wouldn't love to purchase one of these bags for themselves or for someone else. So I have to get them listed and tell people about my shop, and hopefully I can get that done tomorrow. Fingers crossed. That's the thing to do on Sunday. But I think that's enough. I think that's enough chatting. Yeah, I think that's enough. I got to go to the pharmacy. Got things to do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me through the month of November. I'm looking forward to being back on Saturdays I Sew. I think there will be probably the last Saturday of the year, which is, what day is that? Let's look at the calendar together. Saturday the 28th. I'm not sure if I'll have a video that day because my brother and sister-in-law and my niece and my nephew are coming out from California, and they'll be visiting. And I'm not sure if we'll be doing something exciting that day, like going into New York City or something like that. So I'm not committing to that day, the Saturday between Christmas and New Year's. Okay, so, but you'll get me for the other 3 Saturdays. Oh, next Saturday. What's happening next Saturday? I will be bringing my son home from college. He's coming home for winter break. So I might post from the road. Oh, you know what I might do? I know what I'm going to do. On Friday, when I go up to pick him up, I'm going up alone. And there were 2 sewing quilting stores I never got to on the quilt shop hop. Maybe if traffic allows, I will stop by those shop hops and I'll give you a little review, and that will be my Saturday sews, is a little quilt shop hop review, and that'll be in place of my Saturday sewing. Maybe that's what I'll do. Who knows what it'll be? I guess you'll have to tune in next week and find out. All right. Thanks again. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps YouTube know that you like what you see, and it helps push it out to other viewers. And same thing with giving it a thumbs up if you like it. But honestly, just watching my video is also telling YouTube that you like what you see because you're taking the time to watch it. So thank you for that. And I appreciate everyone here. Have a wonderful day.